If you're here, know that it's not by chance. There is a call that resonates within you, an invisible force that has brought you to this message. The universe has been sending clear signals, and those who have eyes to see and ears to hear are awakening to something much greater. There are specific signs that confirm that you are part of the first wave of ascension, a select group chosen to walk a path of spiritual transformation and expansion of consciousness. But beware, this process is not simple. Many begin this journey, but few complete it. If you have the letter M or the crescent moon mark on the palm of your hand, this could be one of the signs that you carry a special mission. These marks, recognized by ancient spiritual traditions, indicate a strong connection with the divine and a destiny different from most. Today, we are going to reveal the undeniable signs that you are going through this spiritual ascent, and if you identify with them, it means that you are being prepared for a much greater purpose than you realize. Before continuing, I want you to affirm your commitment to your spiritual journey through 3 powerful actions. Leave your like on this video to activate the energy of ascension on your path. Subscribe to the channel and join this community of awakened souls. Comment, "I accept," to confirm that you are ready for this transformation. Take a deep breath and connect with this message. What you are about to hear could change your life forever. The first and most obvious sign that you are part of the first wave of ascension is a deep sense of disconnection from the world around you. What used to make sense now seems empty. The distractions of everyday life, superficial pleasures, trivial conversations, none of it satisfies you anymore. You feel that reality, as you knew it, is crumbling, and what once entertained you or seemed essential now sounds like purposeless noise. Perhaps you have already tried to share this feeling with friends or family, only to be met with looks of doubt or disbelief. But here is the truth. You are not alone. Thousands of people around the world are feeling the same way, for we are living in a time of vibrational transition. However, only those brave enough to follow this journey make it through the ascension process. Another clear sign of this change is the inexplicable tiredness you feel. But this is no ordinary physical tiredness. It is an exhaustion of the soul, as if a part of you is saying goodbye to the old version of yourself. You realize that certain people, places, and habits simply do not resonate with your energy anymore. Perhaps you are drifting away from old friendships, realizing that once familiar surroundings now drain you, or feeling that some activities that used to bring you pleasure no longer make sense. This is because your vibration is rising, and everything that is not aligned with this new frequency naturally begins to drift away. And despite all these changes, there is something inside you that keeps pushing you forward, an inner voice that whispers that there is something much greater waiting for you. You feel this truth deep down in your soul, even if you cannot yet fully explain it. If this resonates with you, know that you are part of that rare group of people who are awakening to a new reality. Another powerful sign that you are part of the first wave of ascension is the inner transformation taking place within you. But this change is not superficial. It is reconfiguring your very essence. You feel that you are no longer the same person as before. Situations that used to affect you deeply now seem less important. Worries that once dominated your mind are losing strength. You are beginning to see life from a higher perspective, understanding that everything has a greater purpose. Perhaps you have been through moments of crisis, intense emotional pain, or even periods of loneliness, but instead of destroying you, these experiences have rebuilt you. What seemed like a breakdown was, in reality, a reconstruction of your true self. Your interests and priorities are also changing. Things that were once important, such as status, social recognition, or material goods, now seem secondary. You feel a call to something greater, something that goes beyond physical reality. And there is an essential detail. Your intuition is stronger than ever. You sense when something is about to happen, perceive the energies around you more intensely, and know when someone is being sincere or when there is something hidden behind their words. This is not a new skill. It has always been within you, but now, as your vibration rises, this connection with the universe intensifies. You are learning to trust this inner knowing, and the more you follow your intuition, the more your life seems to flow in harmony. But there is a challenge in this process. The higher you rise, the more tests appear. The call has been, some people start to move away for no apparent reason. Previously, familiar places begin to make you feel uncomfortable. Even your body may react with physical symptoms, such as extreme fatigue or insomnia. This is because you are going through a purification. Your being is aligning with a new frequency, and everything that does not resonate with this energy needs to be left behind. Even in the face of all this, if something inside you keeps pushing you forward, know that it is a clear sign you are being guided. This is not a random process. There is a greater purpose behind everything that is happening. Another unmistakable sign that you are part of the first wave of ascension is the frequency with which you notice synchronicities in your life. But we are not just talking about coincidences. We are talking about divine alignment, signs that the universe places in your path to guide you. Have you ever noticed numbers repeating over and over again, like 1111, 2022, or 333? Have you ever thought about someone, and a few minutes later they sent you a message or showed up unexpectedly? Have you ever wished for something and suddenly opportunities began to appear? These events are not mere chance. They are messages from the universe confirming that you are on the right path. As your vibration starts to rise, you become more aware of the way reality shapes itself around you. But the most fascinating thing is not just the external signs. It is what is happening inside you. You sense that something is changing. You no longer react to situations in the same way as before. The opinions of others no longer carry the same weight. You no longer cling to fear or doubt as before. This inner change creates the connection with synchronicities. For when you align yourself with the flow of the universe, everything begins to fall into place. Fear loses its power, and trust becomes your compass. Yet here is the test. Often when you begin to let go of illusions and trust more, the world around you seems to crumble. The structures you once considered secure begin to appear fragile. People who were once part of your circle may drift away. What once seemed right now appears empty. This is the crucial moment. Many, upon arriving here, hesitate and wonder if it might be better to return to their comfort zone. But those who truly are part of the first wave of ascension know that there is no going back. Once you see the truth, there is no ignoring it. You are being prepared for something greater. And if you have noticed these signs, the universe is calling you to take the next step. One of the most powerful signs that you are part of the first wave of ascension is the profound transformation taking place within you. It is not something superficial or merely a phase. It is a structural change in the way you perceive yourself, the world, and your mission in this existence. Perhaps you have felt detached from the things that once interested you. Worldly pleasures no longer fulfill you as they once did. You find yourself questioning everything, your habits, your beliefs, your choices, even reality itself. It is as if a veil is being lifted from before your eyes. This transformation may have been driven by intense challenges, moments of pain, loss, loneliness, or even deep existential crises. But rather than destroying you, these experiences are shaping you. You are becoming stronger, more aware, and more connected to your spiritual essence. And there is something that cannot be ignored. Your intuition is sharper than ever. You feel the energies of the people around you more clearly. Crowded places make you uncomfortable. You perceive hidden intentions, see patterns invisible to most, and feel an inner call to seek answers beyond what conventional society teaches. If you have the mark of the letter M or the crescent moon on your palm, know that this is no coincidence. These marks have always been there, waiting for the right moment to be understood. They symbolize your connection to a greater purpose and to a path that few are prepared to tread. However, this inner transformation also brings challenges. The higher you rise, the more resistance you may face. People who once understood you may start to pull away. You may feel that you no longer fit into certain environments, and that can be painful. But it is a sign that you are moving forward. The chosen are not called to follow the crowd. They are called to light the way. And if you feel that something inside you is changing, if you realize that you can no longer ignore this truth, then this is your moment. The journey continues, and what comes next may be the missing piece for you to understand your true purpose. If you have come this far, you have already noticed that your inner world is changing. But what many do not expect is that this transformation also affects everything around them. Suddenly, old structures begin to crumble. Relationships that once seemed solid fall apart. Paths that once appeared certain become uncertain, and even your plans seem to lose their meaning. This is because ascension is not merely an internal awakening, but a complete reconfiguration of your reality. When your vibration rises, everything that is not aligned with this new frequency begins to crumble. People who are not on the same path of evolution naturally drift away. Work that once made sense can start to feel suffocating. Routines that once held you to normality begin to feel like a burden. This phase can be painful, for it may seem as though you are losing everything, but understand, you are not losing anything. You are being set free. You cannot build a new life on old foundations, just as a butterfly cannot remain in its cocoon once it has matured. You too must break away from what no longer resonates with who you are becoming. And it is at this point that one of the greatest challenges of ascension arises, trusting the process. When everything around you appears to be falling apart, the temptation to hold on to what no longer fits can be strong, but this is the moment to let go, to allow that which must leave your life to do so, for what truly belongs to your new path will come. And there is an even greater revelation in this process. The collapse of old structures is not an end, but a new beginning. Something greater is being prepared for you, something in total alignment with your true essence. But for this new cycle to begin, you must have the courage to leave the old behind. If you have come this far, you already know that nothing happening in your life is by chance. The changes, the challenges, the signs, everything is part of a greater calling. You stand before a portal of transformation, and now the choice is yours, to keep resisting the changes or to embrace your true purpose. The first wave of ascension is not for everyone. Many will feel the call, but few will have the courage to follow it to the end, for this path requires surrender, trust, and the willingness to leave behind everything that no longer resonates with your soul. Now look inside yourself and ask, am I ready to accept my mission? Am I ready to trust the process even if I cannot see every detail along the way? For those who choose to move forward even with fear are the ones who truly awaken to a new reality. Ascension is not an external event. It happens within you, with every choice aligned with your truth, with every step toward your purpose. You raise your vibration and transform your own existence. But remember, you are not alone. There is a network of awakening souls, feeling the same changes and facing the same challenges. And together, we can strengthen this journey. Now I want you to take a firm step to confirm this decision. Comment "I accept" to seal your choice and affirm to the universe that you are ready for this new cycle. Like this video to activate this energy within you. Subscribe to the channel and join this community of awakened souls who are walking together in this ascension. The choice is now in your hands.